Hey everyone, it is Wednesday. We are having a pretty casual day. I am currently editing the video. I'm editing the second part of our Q&A, so you've probably already seen it at this point. But as of right now, I'm actually still editing it. Caleb is taking his nap right now, and I think you are gonna go take a nap.
I think so. I just wrapped up work for the day, so I definitely need a nap because something exciting for tonight. So we have the ability here in Arizona to volunteer for the vaccine distribution. So I actually signed up, and I'm going to be working the graveyard shift tonight.
Yes.
And after it's completed, I will actually get the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. So very excited about that. Because it's Pfizer, then I think we get the second dose scheduled in 3 weeks.
So Steve is doing the graveyard shift tonight, and then I am going to do one tomorrow night. So come Friday morning, you and I will both have had our first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Yep. And at that time, you're going to have some vacation, I think.
I know. Everything works out.
I know.
Perfectly. So yeah, by that time, the second dose we will have received it, and you have to wait a little bit after you receive your second dose before you really have the efficacy of it working. So it just so happens that coincides with the vacation time that I submitted for work. So you know what that means. We have been desperate to get back to Disney, but we also are very, very conscious of what the situation is, and we want to make sure we're very safe. It's our responsibility to make sure we keep our own family unit safe. And now that we'll both be vaccinated, we feel completely comfortable with being able to head out to our happy place on the East Coast.
For sure. So yeah, we are extremely excited. Everything just like Steve said, everything just lined up perfectly. And one of the things I also wanted to mention is that in the past, when we talked about possibly venturing out to Disney World, we were like, we'll probably leave Caleb at home. But that was back in October when we thought we were going to go back in December. I feel a lot better about things, especially if we're going to have the vaccine. I think Caleb's going to join us.
Yeah, and again, we had our trip in October, so we know what to expect. And I think we can better plan and prepare this time with Caleb with us.
So. And he also does really, really well with his mask.
Yeah, he does.
So he has to wear a mask every day at school.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm about to go down for a nap, but because this is kind of a unique experience, I might actually bring the camera with me solo tonight.
Yes.
So, show you guys the process. Obviously, I won't be able to film me volunteering.
Right, not during the volunteer shift.
Yeah. But at least the actual vaccination part. So, I'm actually carpooling with one of our friends that's in our bubble as well. So, we're both volunteering tonight. So, very excited to show what it's all about. All right, so we're here. We are actually at the State Farm Stadium, and this is where the Arizona Cardinals actually plays. It's actually pretty well organized so far, so very excited about this. I think this is basically all I can film at this point. We're going to go check in. Again, the shift starts in about 50 minutes, and it's going to be a full 8-hour shift. So I hope it's busy. I hope it goes by quickly, and we'll see you all hopefully post-vaccine. All right, folks, we just completed our 8-hour volunteering session, so very excited. It's now time to actually get the vaccine. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to record it, but we'll try to do our best, okay? All right, folks, so it's completed. Not fully vaccinated. The first vaccine, at least, and the second one's scheduled, so very excited about this. Very excited about what this means for our family. Mostly about how soon we're going to be able to get back to Disney. So if you have the opportunity to volunteer and help out your local community, highly recommend it.
What's going on here? What are you making?
It's pizza.
You're making pizza?
Fun soap and big soap.
Oh, yeah? So what's going on?
Dinner activity. So it's my night because Mike is resting up for his service appointment. So felt he could have a nice little fun activity where he makes his own pizza. So it's distracting him for 30 minutes. So it's working.
Yummy.
Maybe we could teach you how to clean the oven next, Caleb, so we can see your pizza. That's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
It's done?
I think it's almost done.
So one thing we totally forgot to talk about was your experience. How was it?
It was good. The time does go by pretty quickly. There's always going to be a constant flow of traffic. It's round the clock vaccination. So it was nonstop. Someone was there. There's always something to do. It's been a while since we've been in the park, so being on my feet for 8 hours, definitely a little bit sore. But, you know, it was fine. It was fine. It was good that it was busy work. You're going to be very tired on your feet.
Yes.
I think you're going to want to sit down.
Yeah, I think we need to... I didn't mention what happened last night. So I didn't want to say anything because, you know, you had a busy night. You were up all night and everything. But Last night, I just could not fall asleep. And we have so many stories. When Steve would travel for business all the time, we have at least 3 or 4 stories where he was locked out of the house.
Yes.
Because I would forget that he was coming home that night, and I would go to bed. I would lock up the house, turn off the lights, set the alarm.
So I'm pounding on the door.
My phone was
calling
on
him
silent.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, just impossible to get in the house.
I'm pretty sure one night you crawled through the doggy door.
I did. We can't do that anymore.
Right.
So,
but I was just like kind of like hyper aware, like if something went wrong or if maybe he was going to come home early. So I went to bed. I didn't lock the garage door, so that made me nervous.
Yeah.
And then I had trouble falling asleep. I made sure my phone was not on silent, but of course then I'm getting all these like pings from like emails and stuff. Yeah. I was literally awake every 45 minutes, no question. And then little man decided to wake up at 5 a.m.
And I didn't get home from the shift until 8:30. So
right.
And it ends at 6 o'clock. So that just gives you an idea of how far away it is, and then you have to wait in line to get the vaccine after the fact, after you're all done. So
right.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get through it. It's gonna be great.
I'm actually surprised that I was able to put my contacts in, because when I'm really, really tired, my eyes start to hurt. But I want to at least get through half the shift, because I don't want my glasses to fog up with the
Just
mask.
bring your glasses. Just
I'm bringing my glasses. Right. I've got some eye drops, and
protein bar.
Yes.
There were no snacks, no food there. So
right.
Plenty of water, no coffee. That was a struggle.
Well, on my way there, I'm gonna go get a giant iced coffee, or actually maybe I'll just make one here.
That'll be good. You're gonna do fine.
Yeah.
It's all worth it. It's all worth it.
For sure, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now it is Thursday night, a week later. I apologize that this vlog is all over the place, but it's been kind of a hectic week for us. But we wanted to wait and talk about our experiences with our volunteer shifts until I had completed mine. So I'll let Steve kind of kick it off.
So obviously I had the first volunteer shift. So it was it was a lot. So it was very so like, I'm sorry, it's been a long time since we did an all-nighter. Like
right.
But
for sure.
The whole idea is that you're going out there, you're dedicating your time, you're helping out the community. So listen, we had to buck up. Like, let's be honest. That's just the idea. So the one thing that I would say that was a little bit hard for us was just the commute. So where we live and where the actual vaccination site is, which is about an hour drive from us. Yeah. So it's pretty far. So like we had to get there early and do all the whole thing. So
so the shift was 10 to 6, but you actually have to be there at 9.
You have to be there an hour early, and unfortunately, after you finish up at 6 and you do your vaccine, and then you're right in the rush hour, because this is going through downtown Phoenix. Right. So like this is like prime time, rush hour. Everybody's trying to get to work, and like we're trying to get home to go to bed. Some of us. I actually had to continue work the next day, but anyhow,
you did.
Anyhow, so like the idea was we get there, we do our thing, and I'm very blessed because we had a friend with me, so I had a social buddy.
He got to go with a friend.
Social buddy the whole time, but it was nonstop work. Thank God it was nonstop work for my shift. So it was back to back, and my job was to handle a tablet and register people for their second dose. So they just received their vaccination. I needed to make sure that they're okay, that they had no reaction, that we had like. We were responding in case something happened. Thank God nothing actually did happen for any of the people that I was observing. But then we just like simply schedule it, and for 8 hours straight, it was just nonstop, just doing constant work. And let's be honest, we haven't been in the park in a while. Being on my feet for that long was
and that was the other thing I thought about too. So my shift, I did the very next night, same shift, 10 to 6. And I was actually in the tents where they were administering the vaccine. So
that's right before me.
Right. So I was kind of like their stock boy. I was just making sure that all their supplies were constantly being refreshed and so forth. But one of the things I noticed is that not only are you on your feet, but you're in a stadium parking lot. You're standing on asphalt all night
outside, which is not a big deal when you're in Arizona, except for whatever reason these 2 nights were pretty cold.
Yeah, they were cold. One of the nurses that was there, and the nurses, they're there all the time. Yeah. So the volunteers are constantly being rotated. It's a new person every night. But there was one nurse, she was an old pro. She actually brought her own yoga mat, and she's just like put it out, and I was just like,
God, I would have loved that.
I was so jealous of that because it was one of those really thick yoga mats too. She had definitely been there before.
So here's the deal: like you were pretty stationary because you were inside the tent area. Yeah. So I was literally like walking up and down, 50 cars up, 50 cars back. So like I was very active the whole time. But
I wish we had recorded this a little earlier, but I was so tired when I got home. So I finished up Friday morning, and like Steve said, where we are, you hit the downtown Phoenix traffic coming home, so that adds a lot more time. I walked through the door. I'm not kidding. My feet hurt. My legs hurt. I had bags under my eyes. I had been wearing a hat all night, so I had that really flat, nasty-looking hat hair. Yeah. And Steve's like, let me get the camera. And I'm like, no, we're good. We're good.
So here's the deal. I didn't expect him to get home before I actually had to take Caleb to school. So
I walk in. Caleb's having breakfast. Yeah. He's like, hi, Dad.
I had morning duty. I was like, hey, bud, what's going on? Let's go downstairs. Where's Daddy at? I'm like, oh, he's shopping. Because, that's the way Caleb understands. Right. When Mike leaves the house because we can't really do anything else because we're in quarantine, you're shopping for groceries. Yeah. So, anyhow, Mike comes in and he's like, hey, Dad, what's up? I'm like, oh, God, he doesn't have the energy for this, so we're going to have to figure this out. But you rallied.
I mustered enough, yeah. So I showed up. I walked through the door here at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Caleb, we usually leave the house at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So it was only 30 minutes, and then I went upstairs. I passed out.
Yeah.
I was completely, I was so tired. I wound up forcing myself to wake up at 12:30. I didn't want the whole day to be wasted, and I didn't want to get on a nasty sleep schedule, but yeah.
I mean, you had horrible night's sleep the night before because you're worried about me.
I know. Yeah.
Meanwhile, when he did his service, I slept like a baby.
I don't doubt that.
I know. Well, it was just listen, the night before I did my service, so I definitely need to catch up on sleep. Mm-hmm. So there was no doubt that I was going to sleep the whole night through. So
right.
Anyhow, it's all done. It's all done.
It is, yeah. At the time, I was actually kind of dreading going that. So I went Thursday night. So Thursday, I was dreading. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm so tired because I didn't sleep the night before. Yeah. But it's all said and done. I would definitely do it again. It was absolutely worth it.
We're very grateful we were able to do this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It was awesome that we were able to help out our community. But let's be honest. The fact that we have our vaccine really excites us.
It's a huge weight off of our shoulders, for sure.
So, even the day after, our side effects, mine was just a sore arm. How about yours?
I had the sore arm, too. I heard that a lot. At first, I was like, oh, it's nothing more than, when I get the flu shot.
Yeah.
I will say this. It's a little bit more intense, and it lasts longer. But it's not that bad. When I was, watching TV, just like this, I was totally fine. I didn't even notice it. Yeah. It was when you, go, if you're going to be doing the chicken dance all night, then you might have an issue.
Should be doing,
but
anyhow, people will probably ask which one we got. We actually got the Pfizer one. Right. So we are scheduled, after we did ours, we're scheduled, it was 3 weeks from that date.
It's 3 weeks, yeah.
So we will actually get ours in a couple weeks, which, again, Mike had mentioned this early on. Everything kind of happens around perfect timeline. I actually have vacation scheduled in the first part of April, so I think everything's going to co-align to maybe a trip to Disney World.
Yeah, we're going to Disney World.
Okay, I wanted you to reveal it.
I was going to do one of those, you just got the COVID vaccine, what are you going to do next?
Yeah, we're not about the clickbait videos, but anyhow, I think, honestly, literally, Mike had said this best, the weight has been lifted off our shoulders. Granted, we still need our second dose, but there's so much less stress we feel right now.
Yeah. The news has really been coming out. So it was so funny when we first did this, right before you went on your shift, there wasn't that much out there. But in the days preceding, we heard that if you've had the second dose, after 2 weeks, you can pretty much get together with people and not have to worry about wearing a mask.
Now, having said that, while that may be the guidance, we're definitely going to mask it up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, for sure. And in Disney, you have to, so obviously we're going to respect that. Another thing is that I just saw someone posted in California, the volunteer shifts are available there, but they're only 4 hours long.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
So,
well,
I would say if you're in a place where they're offering this, I would definitely say
just do it.
Go for it.
Just do it. If anything, again, like I said, it is a byproduct that you end up getting the vaccine. But if anything, they are really desperate for volunteer work. Literally, it was back to back with the volunteers that signed up. It's kind of odd because what happens is when you show up as a volunteer, you get trained by the previous shift volunteer because they just don't have staff. So, frankly, they need the help. So if you can lend yourself, whether it's 4 hours in your particular state or for us, it was 8 hours, it's definitely going to help your community. So literally, I cannot advocate for that enough. Yes, the byproduct is we got a vaccine. The other thing is we helped out our community. So that's a huge thing for us. But the net of it is we did our volunteer shifts. I think it was a great activity for both of us. I feel like we did our part in the community.
Yeah.
We got our vaccine. We're scheduled for a second vaccine. And I know Mike said we're all over the place. Caleb's off for spring break this week, so we've been a little bit chaotic.
Yes, I've been very busy with Caleb. It's just been like one thing after another. So yeah, I apologize. Like, I'm sure, because we get the messages from you all the time, like, well, where's your next video? It's been over a week. So
just know that, like, we're definitely doing the good dad thing. We're spending a lot of time with our son on spring break. Yeah. So, but all things considered, this had been a positive couple weeks for us.
Oh yeah.
So we're excited about that, and mostly we're excited about getting some real good, rich Disney content for all of you.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, I've pretty much been on the Disney World website every single day, just looking at what is still open, what's available, what are the dining reservations that are available. Which,
by the way, a lot of them are gone. Like, it's pretty hard to get reservations. So.
Well, and we didn't plan this very well because we're actually going to be out there for Easter Sunday. There is nothing available for Easter Sunday.
We'll figure something out. Like, even if we're doing, like, Casey's hot dogs, like, something, we'll do something, right? Like, it'll be fun. I think... What?
But I don't know if we mentioned this. I don't think we got into the specifics of our Disney World trip. Mm-mm. So we're going to go for a little over a week, which is really, really cool. Yeah. And also, our dear friends of ours offered their vacation home to us.
Which is amazing!
Yes!
Thank you. You know who you are. Thank you. But, like, the fact that we don't have to deal with, like, the whole, like, hotel situation and all that, like...
Well, and that's why we're actually going to go for a little bit long. Usually, like, a long vacation for us is 4 days. Yeah. Like, a day in each park. But because we don't have the expense of a hotel...
Yeah, we'll have a house.
We'll stay a little longer if we can.
So, if we don't get a dining reservation on that particular day... We'll make Caleb a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
We'll make something at home.
It'll be great.
It'll be better than a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Probably better than that. But anyhow, we're very excited about this.
We are.
And again, sorry that this is probably going to be all over the place with this particular vlog, but I think you could tell we're very excited.
Yeah, for sure.
We're very, very excited. So, yay! We've been all over the place. We did the volunteership last week, the vaccine last week. Caleb's been on spring break all week long, so we've been a little bit all over the place. We watched... Raya?
Oh, Ray. Is it Raya or Raya? I feel like I was saying Raya, but I think in the movie they were pronouncing it more.
I think they say Raya.
Yeah.
I think they say Raya in the movie.
I think you're right, yeah.
Anyhow, we loved it.
It was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, really, really good.
We watched it several times this week. Once on our own because we are huge Disney fans and we wanted to experience it as it was.
Yes.
Sometimes when you watch it with a 3-year-old, they're a little bit distracted, asking too many questions, going off and doing other things. Like, we're such dedicated Disney fans. We wanted to watch the movie all the way through on our own. So
we just watched it by ourselves after Caleb went to bed first, and then the next day we watched it with him.
Exactly.
Which reminded me, that was exactly what happened when we took Caleb. His very first movie we ever took him to see in the theater was Frozen 2.
That's right.
And I know both of us were very engrossed in this movie. And then, about 3/4 of the way, Caleb got a little antsy, and you were kind of like,
Caleb, stop! I want to know what's happening. What's going on with Kristoff? He's going to do his ballad right now.
So yeah, we learned our lesson. We watch it first, and then
let's be honest, we're gonna watch this like 25 times over the next couple of weeks. So I think he actually he enjoys it, like the whole dragon and everything. Yeah. So not to mention that cute. Well, we're not gonna.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it.
No spoilers. We're not gonna do that. So no spoilers on this one. But anyhow, we've had a crazy couple of weeks, and the net is we can't wait to get back to Disney World very soon.
Oh my god, I can't wait. So excited. So a lot more Disney content coming your way, coming to the channel. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And from our magic family to yours, enjoy.